Hello Golden State Warriors fans, we are here once again to bring you the latest news related to our team, and I would like to emphasize how committed we are to improving our performance to achieve great results. Before we dive into this intriguing news, I kindly request you to show your support by clicking the like button, and if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I invite you all to join us on an exciting journey. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.
He has agreed to a 3-year, $50 million contract with the Mavericks. Klay leaves the Warriors after 13 seasons, 4 championships, and now he will look to help Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and the Mavs get back to the NBA Finals. Klay leaving the Warriors is a big deal. So much so, Richard Jefferson had an interesting encounter with Klay Thompson last season. Take a listen to this.
I've never shared this before out of respect to Klay. Getting off the elevator Christmas Day. This is on Christmas Day.
Of this past year?
I get off the elevator and I see Klay. I'm like, oh, Klay, what's up? He's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, hey, man, keep your mentals right. He's like, man, tell him to pay me my money. This was on Christmas Day. So on Christmas Day, a guy that had won 4 championships, and I don't give a damn what anybody says, how much money they gave him over the years, because he turned their franchise around. That franchise is worth billions of dollars, not just because of Steph, it's also because of Klay. They changed the game. It wasn't just Steph changing the game. It was Steph and Klay in that backcourt.
Absolutely.
So I say that he has a right to be mad.
You hear RJ saying he has a right to be mad. Did they mismanage it? Talking about Golden State, they mismanaged the Klay Thompson.
Well, they've mismanaged kind of after winning the championship how they were going to continue to grow this thing, but they have tried by adding some young players, and we'll see what Jonathan Kuminga could be this year. But the whole Klay thing, it's the emotion of it all. The business side of it, you know, we said this earlier, dynasties don't ever end really well. Oh, somebody's going to be upset about it, and it's Klay Thompson. But here's what's interesting about that story is what RJ reveals to us is that this has been on Klay's mind for a while. Like, they gave Wiggins $100 million guaranteed. They gave Draymond $100 million guaranteed. Draymond's a guy that's acting up all over the place, punched a teammate. Yes, he's been essential part of the winning, but he's also been a guy that has caused a lot of trouble. Yet they still said, for your services, $100 million. I'm the guy they give the discount to. I'm the guy that gets half of that guaranteed. So I'm the one that went through all the injuries. I fought through 2 years of coming back. I'm the guy that's been the good soldier. I have had big moments for you. I have stood next to Steph Curry and let him shine and have been the supporting cast guy. I have been nothing but a perfect student, right? Hands folded on the desk. And I'm the first one out of here. I'm the one that you decide I'm not getting 100. I'm only going to get half of that. That's where I think the emotion comes in. And that's why I think he chose to take less, to go to Dallas. Because in Dallas, he has a chance to do something that Golden State's not going to do now. Well, that is win a championship. Yeah. And success is the best revenge.
He didn't choose to take less now. I mean, he didn't take the money earlier, and then it wasn't there now, and so he ended up taking less.
The Lakers were reportedly offering more.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was...
It was about the money. He would have gone to L.A.
Well, there's some tax issues that maybe.
Yeah, no state income tax in Texas.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like
the principle of
the management of it. To me, I think everybody managed it fine. It's what you said. The emotion getting involved here is a different story, right? And the emotion of everything that went on in Golden State, the fact that he's having to take a demotion in role and time and in years in Golden State. That's emotion. That's not management, right? I think from a business standpoint, I think everybody managed this fine. Klay Thompson's in a better situation. The Warriors signed DeAnthony Melton, who I think has a chance to be a more useful player for them this year, though I still think Klay Thompson's really good, and I think he'll help the Mavs. And to me, I think it all was managed fine. It just goes back to what you said, Brian. These things don't always end very well. Oftentimes they end badly. We've seen Tom Brady go play somewhere else at the end of his career, right? This isn't the first time this has happened. It's not the last time. We saw Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon. All these guys have ended their careers beyond where they should be, right? So this is just how it goes sometimes, and that's okay.
When did he give you the final word on this? Because obviously we're asking the question, did they mismanage this incorrectly when it comes to Klay Thompson? But you know how players are, and the kids will say, did the Warriors do Klay dirty? What do you think?
Okay, I need to clean something up first, because I see people saying the Lakers offered him $80 million and the Mavericks offered him $50, and how could he leave $30 million? That's not apples to apples. The $80 million was 4-year contract. The Mavericks, or 3-year contract, the Mavericks would have given him a 4th year, and there would have been a small difference there. So you got to understand that first. Secondly, The Mavericks made 3 trades to make this happen. 2 cap-clearing trades and the trade with the Warriors. The Lakers have made 0 trades. 0. So theoretically, the Lakers could offer them the sun, the moon, and the stars. They didn't do any deals to actually make this happen. Now, they could have, but they didn't. So just that's got to be understood. Secondly, Klay Thompson and the Warriors were over a year ago because when he didn't do that extension, it poisoned the water, and it was compounded by the fact that some younger players got playing time ahead of Klay this year, and that made it worse. When we didn't maybe understand it then, maybe the Warriors didn't, maybe Klay didn't, but this was decided a year ago. We can parse everything that happened over the last year and over the last couple of weeks, but that's what happened. And that is something that has happened. This type of situation has happened dozens, if not hundreds of times over the history of the NBA. It just so happens that in this case, it's a player who's played 13 years and won 4 titles. But the actual outplay of events is something that is unfortunately very commonplace in pro sports.
You know what the interesting thing about this, and it's just the day and times that we're living in, I knew it was over when he unfollowed the Warriors on Instagram. That's when you knew it was done.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you look at how the Warriors handled this over the last couple of weeks, like, they knew this was coming, right? They were prepared for it. They knew this was the way it was going to go. And again, I think it's good for everybody. I think it's good for Klay Thompson. I think it's good for the Warriors. I think the Warriors have a chance to be better off with the roster they have now instead of paying Klay to be on the team and have it be an awkward situation where he's coming off the bench. Now Klay goes to Dallas, where he's going to start. He is going to be a great fit next to Luka and Kyrie. And he's got a chance to be playing deep in the playoffs and show Golden State what he can do. So I think it honestly is the best outcome for everybody involved.
He's going to get plenty of open threes.